All right. Cut lot off. TPC Snodgrass. Is where we're at.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the richest. Play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par, currently.
Oh my God.
That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey, drop shot here at the 13th. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Now, with 9 holes to go, bogeys become so much more expensive.
Under one.
Frank Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post. But he will, and we will, never forget 14.
Whoa.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Still not home yet, playing his 4th. That was well done. And now a very short putt to get out of here with a bogey.
Well, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure. 5 minutes ago.
And he makes it for a bogey.
Back down to equal. Still 4th.
Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute, seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pot bunkers out on the right that, if your first time around, you might notice.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Cleans that up in the hole.
Drop down to 6th.
Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left for the chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. The extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
That was the safest bet I had on that.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
That would have been for an eagle.
Some shot on that. Easy birdie.
But you can't make all the eagles. I did get it in for an
Pretty
easy
good
eagle
all day from this
for a birdie.
distance, just trying to take care of business.
And there we go.
Well, good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
Frank, it's the moment that makes it tough, isn't that right?
Yeah, you've made that walk from 16 green. It's 80 yards to the tee here. So as you walk along, and if your eyes venture to the right, you see it all in front of you. You see the crowd behind, and you realize this is the shortest par 3 on the golf course. But you also, if you think a little too hard, everything that you've seen over the years flashes through your mind.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close, and then knock in the birdie. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If you can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Now at 2 under par for the tournament. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes. And the job isn't done yet.
Oh my God, that's a bad tee off.
This is taken off on a weird line.
Jeez, good Lord.
It's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. This one doesn't look
man,
good.
right in
There's
the
water
water.
over there.
Woo!
Oh, it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit
Still
on the
early in my
outside and then
career
drops it right
anyway,
on plane.
so.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh,
Almost.
man.
Wow. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. This to surrender, only one shot. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your
Finished
thoughts?
fourth.
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf, and it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.
I finished third. That ain't too bad considering I'm a rookie. Raleigh Gaming was along with 50 players who earned their PGA Tour card for 2015 after finishing third on the Whip.com Tour final money list. The young American golfer, very eager to make a name for himself. It's like a dream come true, Gaming said. Raleigh Gaming announces today that he will be wearing EA Sports apparel the next time he tees it up. EA Sports is a company I've always admired, said Gaming. They make a high quality product, and I've always liked the image they project. I'm very pleased to be joining the EA Sports family, and said Gaming. I've gotten to work closely with the guys at EA Sports, and I'm very excited to represent one of the best companies in the world. Okay. Alright, so let's go see what kind of equipment we got. New drivers. I'll just keep the ones that I have. Ability bonuses. This would be power, precision bounce, up and down. Okay. Actually, let's go one purple and one. I really ain't worried about the outfits. Mostly. Career Builders Challenge. Ain't Arizona, I don't think.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage.
The FedEx Cup.
Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
California.
And we pick up action at the 4th. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard. Should be safely on deck.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
See, I can hit the ball
This one
real
just
good and
requires a
everything.
little bit of focus.
My problem is putting.
Has the birdie, now at 1 under par for the tournament. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day, the 5th, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Will settle. Second from an excellent lie. Well, look out. This could be wet.
Oh my
Frank.
God,
Hit it.
right in the
Frank,
water.
you just hit one in the water. You don't want to compound the mistake. What's the mindset here?
This one right here, you've got to forget that big blue oasis in front of you.
After hitting it in
Drop
the drink,
shot.
this is the 4th
God
shot.
almighty.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Oh my God.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. So with that, the score is now at even par. Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something
Don't
that
think I
can
have
fly
enough to
high
make
and
it all
land
the way
soft
over
is
there,
obviously going to make that
to be
green
honest with
play
you.
a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside
Blocking
chance really
that.
for birdie, but really
That's a freaking 129
it's
foot.
a rather poor
putt.
approach shot.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. So a tester from 4 feet. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round.
Once again, guys, this is
Frank, the
my
7th
rookie
is a short par 4, 346
round, so
yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Frank, this is obviously a green light situation.
It is, because of the tee shot. A smart layup here gives you the chance to go straight at this flag.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Has the putt, and now at -1.
nice putt. Now -1.
Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. If you can get it close to that crosswalk
Oh my God,
that goes there, then certainly
dude,
this
I screw
becomes
myself every time I do that.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it is
I mess
not
myself
looking
up
like a good
every
lob.
time when I hit like
Frank,
that.
you always talk about it. Don't compound the mistakes. Well, here we are. Another
Every
shot from
time.
the rough.
And this one no easier than the one he's just hit. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right
Back
there.
in play,
Frank, you
but,
like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Got a par out of it still.
Has his par.
I usually play one round and then
Frank, the
eventually
9th hole at 452
I usually
yards.
play one round of it, and
down
the next
the
I'm
right.
coming
He
out
is
and I'm
really
firing
a
out
test
on
of
all
a player's
cylinders because
driving ability, isn't
I
it?
know how
It
the
is,
course
and
is,
his ability to sort
what
of
to
take
expect.
the shot on.
See, right
Ideally,
now I'm
just
not
something with a little bit of a
because I
fade, unless
don't
you
know
can
the
carry the ball 300
course.
yards, then you can get it just past that
I've played
bunker.
on the course
But when you look at this hole,
several
notice
times,
how that fairway
since
just
I've had the
starts
game,
to open
but
up. So Pete
it's kind
Guy
of hard
will
for me
reward an
to
aggressive tee shot.
remember because I haven't played this in a
Also,
long
he'll
time.
punish
so,
it if it's wayward.
But that's a good drive. Good drive. Right.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th.
Where the heck did it put me? Oh, okay, that's safe. I feel like that's a safer shot than trying to go for it right now. To get on the green straight off. Although I should. Nah. Better shot right there. I feel safer with the chance of that because I can easily
Third shot, looking for a
get
good
up
one.
on the green real easily like that.
Woo! He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good stroke right there. That's a par, and stays at 100.
I don't need a par.
Frank, this had to be mentally draining for a player.
So many decisions to make out there, so much trouble to avoid.
Well, I think, this is sort of a golf course that makes men out of boys. And remember the old saying, go west, young man? I think they were really saying, go to PGA West, young man.
Well said, Frank. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from the Career Builder Challenge at PGA West.
Consistencies went up. Mid putting has went up. That's pretty much it. What up, backyard? Certified, what's up? Just playing a couple rounds of golf. Nothing too big.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
That's gonna be a long putt.
On the green, and a chance for birdie.
But I'm on the green.
Even par, currently.
Oh, God.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Hard as usual.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. When you break down shots or break down a hole, how would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there and you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Birdie.
Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today.
What is going on?
Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
What? That robbed me of my shot. That's got me up on 3 shots now. That's robbed me. Ain't no way that I screwed that up. No way. Watch it. Doing it again. It's like lagging. Now it's got me on the fourth shot after I just took this. Look at that. It's messing up. What is this thing doing, man? Come on. Now it's got me on the fifth shot. What? How am I missing this? Really? It's freezing on me. It's like the game's not realizing what I'm doing. It's right there. How am I messing this up? See? It's showing that I'm not doing good at all. And it keeps freezing up on me. There ain't no way. Have to withdraw from that one. It's just acting weird. The game itself is acting weird.
So, Frank, we know that the players petitioned back in the 80s to move the PGA Tour event away from PGA West. It's coming back in 2016. But what did Pete Dye say about golf courses being fair or unfair?
Well, he said it actually, he tried to say it with a chuckle, but he always said that golf's not a fair game, so why build a golf course that's fair?
Do you agree with that?
I do now. I think everything has to align.
Maybe it won't mess up on me this time. Hopefully I can play a whole game. Won't mess up on me. There wasn't no way that I didn't hit that ball that good though. 'Cause I usually put it right there where it says. And it's saying I was like 7 shots.
EA Sports, in association with the
I know I ain't that
PGA
bad
Tour,
at it. I mean, I ain't
proudly
good at it,
presents
but I know I
the
ain't that
season-long
bad.
race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he
Hey,
swings,
no
he doesn't
way.
have the water wings on.
I should have been
Third
able
shot
to clear
now
that.
after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. Well, that's a smart shot. A lot of people would have tried to be a little more heroic from there, but there was no need.
Back on the fairway, back in play.
Shouldn't
Well,
have
Rich,
been no
it's been a
reason why I
disaster
missed
until
that.
this point, but is an
That's
escape
crazy.
clause. If he can make bogey from here, that'll be something to be proud of.
We'll feel actually pretty good. Sometimes you see players walk off a hole with a little bounce in their step, even after a bogey, because they've had to work hard for it.
For par.
He'll
That's
be
some
pleased
rip,
with that.
man.
The approach shot is about 12 feet away.
This game is
Getting
ripped.
set now over the putt.
This game's ripping me off.
So
There ain't no way
close.
that I'm missing that.
That's about as depressing a moment as there is in golf. When you miss the bogey putt, you know you're staring at double.
And I know
So,
for
two
a
over
fact
par
my
for the
golf
round.
clubs can hit further than that.
Resuming the action here at EA Sports, let's go out to the 7th hole and pick up with our featured golfer. Time to turn it around, isn't it, Frank?
Yeah, times now, that's for sure. Some poor play, scorecard reflects that. Some good play, and the scorecard will also reflect that.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee. Second shot.
Oh my God. In the fairway though.
Now his third, staring right at the green.
So I'm not
Playing
even.
a par 5.
I can't even control
Third
this.
shot.
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Birdie.
On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Pretty good shot right there. 17-foot putt here.
Oh yeah. We got it.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that went right in the middle.
The 9th hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
You see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example, good tee shot. Perhaps think of going for the par 5 and 2, but great collection of 3 bunkers that sort of annoy you with your layup there. Got to make sure you avoid all of those to leave yourself a nice little wedge shot in here if you can't reach it in 2.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Ready to go here on the backside. We're at the 10th at the Wetlands. We start with a par 3, 246 yards.
I could have been on green, but oh my God. Ouch. Dropped it a little
Snack
bit.
though.
Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. Par 4 11, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
And that wraps up another great day of golf here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. Frank, I really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed the gator bites as well at the end of the day, Rich. Some good golf to be had. Florida's always fun, playing on the Bermuda grass. And once again, shout out to the superintendent letting us play in the tournament conditions here at the Wetlands.
And now it's on to Gator Bites and a beverage. For all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner, along with Frank Nobilo, saying so long until next time. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Early part
Yeah,
of
I
this
could have been
back
for
nine,
eagle,
and a good
man.
approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Ooh, chance for birdie.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
So just a formality here.